YouTube, let's get it. Back with another vid, YouTube. It's your boy Big Gap. And today, in front of us, we have a whole lot of goodies. And we have a Arrma Senton 6S. The one that they discontinued, that they don't make anymore. This is the V2. This is not the V3. I have a V3 as well, but this is the V2 Arrma Senton 6S. And it's just a project. I have two of them. I have the V3 and I also have this V2. And it's just something I wanted to try a little bit different. My V3 is stock. I just changed the body and the wheels. So I wanted to have me a monster short course truck that can run 6S and be able to just do crazy backflips. I wanted to be an extreme bash machine. It don't have any EXP parts on it, but I still want it to be something that's just crazy. When I hit the throttle, it just wheelies down the street. When I jump up in the air, I can do super 3 and 4 backflips before I hit the ground. So let's get into the video. I have a few options. I got to do some painting. I got to do a lot. So let's go ahead and get into the video. This is not going to be a step-by-step video. I'm not going to show everything that I'm going to do because it's not a lot, but the stuff that I'm going to be doing is kind of time consuming. So I don't want to make the video too long. So I will not be doing any of the work on tape. I mean on video. The next video, if you want, on my next build would be my 6S Typhon. I'm doing a new build on the Typhon as well. If need be, if I can, I'll do a because I'm not doing as much to that truck. Then I would do a full installation video on that. But anyway, no further ado, let's get into the video. First thing first, we're gonna pop this open. And I think y'all already heard it, so y'all probably know what this is. Oh, know what this is. This is some paint. I'm not gonna do it myself this time. Rattle Can. I'm giving Rattle Can Alexander a break, man. He's painted about 4 or 5 bodies for me in the last month, so I'm gonna give him a break. But I'll be painting my own body. I have me 2 cans. I'm not gonna do nothing fancy. It's gonna be a once over kind of body. But I have 2 cans of PS49 Tamiya paint. And let's pop this one. This is also more paint. I'm gonna try this for the first time. This TS80, it's a matte clear. It's a matte clear. So I'm gonna spray this matte clear on first. And then I'm gonna come behind it with the PS49. And then I'm gonna back it with PS41, the silver. So that's what we'll be doing. Oh, this is TS80. So that's how we'll be doing the paint. Let me get this out of the way. And this is the body that we will be painting. It is the Proline Monster Fusion. The Proline Monster Fusion body. It has a high sitting wide wheelbase, so you can fit bigger tires on to make it into this monster truck. You know what I'm saying? That's how the picture looks on here. It looks like a little short course monster truck, and that's what that's the aim that I'm going for. I had one of these a while back. If y'all, for the people who watch my channel way back, I had one on my Senton 3S, but I sold that 3S to Coach D. All right, and so right here we have the Proline Badlands, the 2.8 tires. They're a little bit smaller, but they're wider than the stock tires, so it will give it that monster truck effect. I don't know if I'm going to use this one though. That's why I have the other set of tires sitting here. I'm going to put them on and show y'all and let y'all pick and see which one y'all like the best. But I also have the 2.8s, the 2.8 Badlands. That's probably the one I'm going to go with because it is just a little bit wider and it gives it more of a monster truck look. But I don't know how that's going to work with the body on this one. So it's going to be between either the Proline 2.8 Badlands, the Proline 2.8 all-terrain. They just a different. It's for the 2-wheel drive or the 4-wheel drive slash as well. But they're just a different difference in diameter. This is more of a monster truck. This is more of a short course truck tire. If you really look, you can tell the difference. It's a little, the 2.8 is a little bit bigger around, and it's a little bit wider. So I'm gonna try. I like how these look more better, but these right here are more monster trucky. So that's what we'll be doing with that. Here's your senton 6S V2. Still has the old Arrma BLX ESC and motor, the one that I love, the 185. I really love that. I really like that motor. And last but not least, this is an upgrade that I've been wanting to do to this car because of this. Like I said, this is a V2, so it has a lot of older parts on it. And I have the GPM sliding motor mount. Some people will ask me, why did I get the sliding motor mount? And the motor mount in here works just fine. The motor mount in here is the older style motor mount. So anytime you want to change the pinion, anytime you want to change the motor, you have to take out a whole lot of things to be able to get in here to change it. Like you have to pull up your ESC. You have to take off these trays on the side just to be able to get a wrench in here and wrench on it and lock it down. So with that being said, I'm going to go with the sliding motor mount. So now all I will have to do is just unloosen up the screws from the top of the mount, and I can slide the motor over to put a bigger pinion on, put a smaller pinion on, make sure my mesh is good, and so forth and so forth. So I went with an orange one. They had all colors. I went with the orange because this one would get here the fastest. I don't really, I'm not really tripping. I know it's a lot of red anodized stuff in here. I'm not really tripping on this motor mount because it'll be up under the body, and I'm just not that particular about certain things. But there it is, GPM motor mount. So no further ado, we're gonna get right into the video. I'm gonna get this body painted, I'm gonna get these wheels fitted, and I'm gonna come back, give y'all a little b-roll. Alrighty fam, the build is done. Looks pretty good. I wanted to do a test run. I was gonna put it on this video with a test run as well, but we in Georgia and it's rain city right now. We've been getting rain every single day except for the weekend. Even Friday night, it's been crazy with the rain, man. But I'm finally done. My paint job came out pretty good. Looks pretty good, man. I wanted to go with the bigger Pro lines, but I had to get some Hex extensions because of the hex being the nut on the hex being so slim that the tires was rubbing up against the thing, and I couldn't tighten them all the way tight because they was rubbing up against the arms. So I bought some Hex extensions. Let me show you them Hex extensions. All right, so we got some Hex extensions from Hobby Park. I'm sorry. So Hobby Park Hex extensions. Hopefully y'all can see that. Let me see. Does it have a part number? Doesn't have a part number. Oh, okay. The part number is. So yes, those are the Hex extensions that I used. And with the bigger tires, the fact that the Hex extensions stick out so far, with the bigger tires, they just rub the body. When you push down, it just rubs the body with those wider tires. So I went with the smaller ones, but they still look pretty good on there. It gives you that monster truck vibe. But other than that, man, everything turned out pretty good. I'm gonna show y'all the GPM motor mount. I'm gonna show y'all that in a second. But the thing that I wanted to tell you guys, for all you first timers, doing a build, like doing a little swap outs like this, is not that hard. But you want to research. I had a problem. I did a good little bit of research, but I think I should have dug a little bit deeper into my research bag. The motor mount is made for the Creighton and the senton. The Creighton and the Outcast, but it's a little bit different from the one that's on the senton. It sits a little bit higher, so it sits a little offset like so. So what I had to do was make it work, basically. But like I said, when you want to do stuff like this, man, if you want to get it right, research. That is going to be the key, research. So I'm going to pop the hood, show y'all the motor mount, and then we're going to get out of here. Hold tight. All right. We're back. There it is right there. I'm trying to make it to where you guys can see this, but it's gonna be tough. But the front end of it is down a little bit lower than the back end of this brace that goes across the top of the actual motor mount. It's down a little bit further, and in the back here, I know y'all not gonna be able to see this, it's gonna be tough. In the back here, if you can see this hole, the other one had a slot going across to hold the bearing down. This one does not have that slot going across the top of it, that you can see it that right down in there. It does not have that slot over the top to hold that bearing in right there. So I tested it in here. I gave it power 6S and 4S, and it did pretty well, but I don't know how that's gonna hold up. But hopefully it will hold up, and I will let you guys know whether it did or it didn't hold up. But all in all, quick little build. My paint came out way better than what I imagined. Way better than what I imagined. But yeah, it was like I said, it was a pretty cool little quick build. Didn't take long at all. The most thing I had to do was just wait on parts. It took me a day to paint, and maybe 20-30 minutes to put the motor mount in, and that was it. So that's your finishing product. Everything looks good. I will be getting the running video up really soon with this. I just want to let y'all know that the Gapster is back on my videos every day. I appreciate y'all sticking around watching the video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, dislike, whatever you like. YouTube in a minute.